Hi, Art Seekers. We're here in the GABA Gallery with Cyrus Howlett. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Yes, no problem. It's good to be here.
So how did you start to see the street as your canvas?
That started early on, I think. It was more high school Cyrus, putting up stickers of my art and just using that as kind of a beginning, I feel like.
Why the sticker game? What was so interesting about that?
It was easier to get into. You can go to the post office, get the stickers for free, so that was already a plus. And then all my friends were, tagging, doing graffiti. So it's like, all right, I draw, I like doing art. I'm gonna start putting stickers out there and, putting my stuff on stickers. So.
And it's cool. So you take stickers that are already made and then add your art on top of it, right? Like the found objects.
Yeah. That's what that was like more at the beginning, was taking those stickers and putting just drawings and stuff on them.
I know that you are preoccupied with the hand. Mm-hmm. What about the human hand is so engaging?
Just hands in general, they're very powerful to me. When I actually started, so I would write virus and I would use the peace sign as a V. So that was like initially my obsession with hands was this peace sign. So it was always like this peace sign, peace sign, peace sign. And as I started to draw it more and as I was focusing more on fine art, I was like, okay, let me draw a realistic peace sign, because it was, graffiti, very bubbly peace sign. So I was like, all right, let me draw it realistically, start drawing hands, and I just built an obsession and, a love for the growth of sketching out hands.
Well, hands, I've heard, are the trickiest part of the human body to really perfect.
That's what a lot of people say. I found it easy right away. So I kind of stuck with it, and it's just grown,
It's also cool because hands are equalizing, and especially the way that you paint them. We don't know the race, we don't know the gender. Everybody makes such important communication with their hands.
Yeah.
When I watch myself teach, I'm like this all over the place. My hands are an extension of my enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And so for you, does each gesture mean something different?
Definitely. I would say each hand, each drawing, each position is a different meaning. And I do like to incorporate sign language in the work, just because it opens up that door of language, of actual, communication through hands. And I think that alone is very powerful.
You mentioned how street art really informed your studio practice, and how do you think this body of studio work is going to shape the next street art that you do?
I think it will shape it greatly, actually. This work is something I really have fallen in love with, and each piece comes out different and better than the last, and it's still growing and changing. And now that I've gotten 2 shows of this style out, I'm slowly all right, I'm seeing where it needs to be.
How would you describe your message, your intention as an artist to viewers?
So this show is titled Give and Take, and it's really the message and the power of hands, and just hands as a form of expression, as something you do every day. That hand could be picking up a phone, could be picking up someone who's in need of help, could be, it's something more that we use every day that people don't really acknowledge sometimes. And with the color and the style, I use that as an expressive form, so hopefully people can feel something through the strokes itself, because the hands are saying something, and hopefully they are able to take some sort of meaning from it.
And the hands are saying different things probably to different people, which
Exactly.
I think is interesting, because to you this could be a gesture of reaching out, but to somebody else it could be, something's already been taken.
Yeah, and even then the title of this piece is generosity, so it could be someone receiving something, so that's a third way of someone looking at it, and
Or
it does.
low five.
Right?
Right?
Yes.
With so much of powerful art, that it becomes more of a lens for the viewer to acknowledge something about him or herself, rather than just this complete message that doesn't ever change.
Yeah.
And so it's like this opportunity for viewers to self-discover.
Yes, and that was a lot of this process as well. It's just going deeper into the feeling, because I mean that's a huge part of painting and the process and being an artist, is really putting as much emotion into your canvases as you can.